how you doing? Yeah, good. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you. Yeah, we were there. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see the ball. Some of those things. Yeah. No, but it's just such a cool stadium. Yeah. How you doing? Yes. What's up?
This is real. The long journey is over.
Did we just see what we think we just saw?
If that doesn't give you chills, you're never going to get them.
As good as it gets.
2 weeks in, the Progressive AVP League has delivered big moments.
Kraft this time to the line, picks it up, and gets it away.
Oh, present for us, Kev. We both got to touch the game ball.
Week 3 finds us in Miami, where an already stacked field adds America's top team. The world's best beach volleyball players are set for a South Florida showdown, and you have a front row seat. Welcome to the AVP League. Bienvenido a Miami, the multicultural wonder known as the Magic City. Sephora Arena is our beach this weekend for the Progressive AVP League. As we get you started with Miami and Austin, Cheng and Kraft taking on Brasher and Cruz in the Cruz capital of the world. We're inside this beautiful arena this week. Welcome to AVP League play. 2 matches on hand. Austin and Miami will get us started here on CBS Sports Network. We'll give you an update on the standings as we enter week 3. Already Miami with another victory on the men's side earlier tonight. The Beach Cities are off to a fantastic start. Brooklyn trying to stay in the mix. Welcome into our position, everybody. Kevin Barnett joined by Cameron Irwin once again. Cam, here in week 3, it gets even more exciting on the women's side. Taryn, Brasher, Kristen, Cruz, America's best team takes the stand.
And they are the team that is the most dangerous coming into 2026. When you just look at what they've done over the past 2 years in the AVP League, it was a 4-4 record to a 7-1 record. They're looking to go undefeated in 2026. And by the way, that title very likely could be theirs.
Yeah, absolutely a possibility. And if it's going to happen, if you're going to put a 0 in that loss column, the defense of Kristen Cruz is going to have a huge role. Defender of the year last year.
She is simply remarkable. She makes the impossible possible. Standing at just 5'6", she scoops left, she scoops right, she does the unthinkable. And what makes her so dangerous is her explosiveness. That first step, you're going to get to see it firsthand. I mean, this is just astronomical. Her ability to extend plays with her shorter frame and the speed at which she's able to transition back out is just a thing of beauty. One of the best defenders to watch in the entire world.
In weeks 1 and 2, we had influence from the weather, from Mother Mother Nature. Here in week 3, a little bit different. We're indoors. That changes the game.
We have removed all the variables. There is no wind, there is no sun, but there's also points of reference now, which changes as a viewpoint for your blockers, defenders. Just over 12 hours, this stadium was built. 300 tons of sand poured in, 15 truckloads, and it also means that it's shallow sand, meaning physicality comes at a premium in a setting like this.
Texas has entered the building as we have 2 matches planned for you tonight in our coverage. First is going to be this one between Austin and Miami. Then we'll have DeBerg and Flint representing Dallas this season against Palm Beach in their second appearance. Humana Paredes and Wilkerson, who went 2-0, a couple of world powerhouses in terms of duos. So an exciting night of volleyball set for you. And we're going to bring our teams out onto the sand now. Crowd has come into Sephora Arena once again. Miami, a place that loves the sport of volleyball and likes being inside when the heat gets too hot. So we have a nice controlled conditions for the Austin Aces to begin their 3rd season together.
I mentioned the record over the last 2 seasons in the improvement, but what I'm most excited to see is the improvement of Taryn Brasher. According to Kristen Nuss, her partner has become that much more daunting as a blocker, and in a setting like this where everyone's going to be taking big cuts at the ball, Brasher could be walking away with that many more blocks.
Look at Taryn Brasher on the right-hand side, Kristen Cruz on the left. Known as TKN before, both married over the last couple of years. Used to be Taryn Cloth and Kristen Nuss, if you had tuned in with us before. Both married, both extremely happy, and entering the prime of their volleyball lives. Taryn Brasher takes the sand to the blocker at 6'4" out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Answer to what if a tall, athletic outside hitter came to the beach? And then what if you put the most talented American defender behind her at just 5'6", Kristen Cruz?
And you got a chance to see this duo back in their days at LSU, so they've been able to bring their college prowess out to the professional ranks. And there were question marks when they first hit the sand at the professional level. Could they stay together? Would they be good enough? And they have proven everybody wrong, and they have become Olympians.
They had a bye into the semis last year. They ended up losing in 3 to Brooklyn, 19-17. They're going to face off with a new team this year we saw for the first time last week in Aspen. The Miami Mayhem went 1-1. This could be a real challenge for the #1 U.S. women's team.
You look at the 1-1, but you also have to account who they took the loss to, and that was the Palm Beach Passion, the Olympic silver medalist, and they pushed him to 3 sets. With this new dynamic and this new duo, this is, again, the most anticipated women's duo in the United States heading into the Olympic year soon to come.
This time we'll start you with the defender at 6 feet tall, a lethal transition attacker, 2-time national champion, just 23 years old. Megan Kraft on the left-hand side is going to come out. Finished 2nd in digs last year. That can be real trouble when you have the attacking prowess of the former blocker in college. And her partner, a little more experienced, 30 years old, 6'2", already a 2-time Olympian. Kelly Cheng has more of that to come.
What I love about this combination is that they're on the same page. They feel like they have mirroring energies, and you really do see that come to life. One of the toughest competitors on the sand, she's fire, and on the other side next to her, it's ice and Megan Kraft. They create such a beautiful dynamic on the sand. 3rd year in Miami for Kelly Cheng. She continues to refine her unique brand of volleyball. It's super fun to watch. You're in for a treat, creative and terminal. Glad you're with us here in Miami. Kevin and Cameron set for this first of 2 women's matches. Our 3rd week of play. We have 8 regular season dates. We'll finish up in Chicago over Labor Day with the AVP League Championships. For those at home, I want you to pay attention immediately to the Austin Aces and the defense they put in front of the option play coming their direction. That on-2 from Kelly Cheng. They'll start out on Brasher. She sees a lot of service. You might want to run the 5'6" Cruz. She'll cut you. She will chop you up. The alternative also is that you have to deal with Brasher on 2 if you go the direction of Kristen Cruz. So again, it's that double-edged sword. Yeah, both players not afraid to tee off on 2. You'll see that. We'll highlight that when we get there. First serve goes to Kraft, who will scoop it quite a ways across the court. And here in transition,
Just wide to the left goes Cruz. This Brasher and Cruz naming convention. Now I like this. This is a police duo over here. Starsky and Hutch.
Chips?
Chips, you're gonna punch?
Yes.
Okay. A little Cagney and Lacey maybe, if you're gonna go a little further back. Brasher once again, this time she'll circle right and look down the line and wide. So both teams trying to settle in here inside for the first time. Kelly Cheng, last year, second most efficient attacker in all of league play. Maybe her service and her block game takes a leap this year. There's a good positive touch I'll have to go over. Cruz and Brasher make something of it. And there's that on-two attack. Already interesting volleyball happening. Right to the point where it falls for Miami.
Sheer chaos within a single rally. You already see some of those quick bang-bang plays on the side of Brasher and Cruz. We talk about ball control, they have it, and they extend those plays with those one-arm contacts. But what I really like is that you see Brasher, she missed the last attack, trying to shoot the ball. That time goes with a little bit more aggressive approach and attacks the block.
Creative finish there for Cheng, finding the edges. Both these teams are elite at finding the exact edge of every part of the court. Brasher has seen all the serves. And here she terminates once again, and that's a focal point for their offense.
It is, because again, Brasher, like you mentioned, she came from the indoor side of the game before switching to beach at LSU. During that period, she would just go up and hit ball after ball, and she really crafted a game that showed her shot selection, her ability to have some finesse, and now she's working back into that power game.
Power game too from the service line could be something. They've been working on it, going jump serve. That one deep into the middle, send Kraft to the left. And power from that side down the line.
It's a beautiful play. Kraft from the left. Again, just vision down to the sand. Watch the footwork here. This is a back set from Kelly Cheng. Great delivery, ball up and down, right in rhythm. Brasher trying to take away the angle attack instead.
Kraft is 1-14 against Brasher and Cruz. I know they don't keep track of all the stats, these players, but that one has to be on the mind, if not in exact numbers, certainly in feel for Kraft. She'll be on the defense here, and she will not find it. An accurate and deadly turn by Kristen Cruz.
But it's the body control from Cruz that really sets her apart. During that attack, she goes up and she actually waits. Watch the point at which she could have attacked right there, but she actually starts to fall. Lets the defense have to hang on a second longer before reacting.
How about her hand contact? Almost a side wipe on the ball. She'll serve and play D. Jump set, part of the signature play of Miami. No one quite able to get a hold of it. Here Cheng will. Cruz with another good read. Top two defenders from last season doing battle here early in set one.
I'm pretty sure Kristen Cruz smiled after digging that option play. As much power as Kraft put on that, trying to find the transition back out, but so many quick touches again. This is what's trained back in Louisiana and also down in San Diego. Two teams that have different locations in terms of where they train, really working on those quick one-handed contacts, trying to find that perfect balance.
Two totally different systems of training. The Aces, as you mentioned, down in Louisiana, they don't have pro competition down there. They're playing against top college teams and some juniors. What effect do you think that has on their game in a positive sense?
I think it puts you in a silo. It removes you from somewhat of the partnership drama that could be taking place out on the West Coast and maybe who's training with who. It allows you to be really internally focused.
Was it like Melrose Place out there?
A little bit.
Okay, all right. That one goes middle, Cheng with the kill. I wonder too if it wouldn't allow you to develop some stuff in secret.
I think there's 100% a case for that as well. The ability to have non-training partners and really focus on, hey, here's that next level, that next iteration, a wrinkle to our offense or our defensive scheme, and you get to test all of that just on your home sand.
Tight competition as expected here in the first set. Brasher and Cruz hitting percentage not to their standards. That'll bring it a little bit closer. Cameron mentioned early on, they went 7-1, did Kristen, Cruz, and Taryn Brasher last year, bye to the semis. They're going to try and inhabit their name a little bit more this year from the service line. Can they pick up more aces on the other team? They'll check down and put away. Little confusion there. Cheng outside. That high ball off the heel of her hand.
And that is how a lot of teams have tried to attack that of Miami Mayhem. Can we serve deep into the middle and force Kelly Cheng to have to stay back to limit that option play? It does put them in a position to give the 1-2-3 pass set attack and still get into a simplified, more traditional style offense.
Kraft, the 10th partner of Kelly's career. Played with 5 different Olympians and an Olympian herself as Brasher crushes that one. Pair of Olympians on the other side.
This is my favorite version of Brasher, without question. We've only seen her shoot the ball one time.
It's too easy, bashing Brasher.
It is.
Yeah, power volleyball certainly possible for the one-time Creighton star. Deep swing, a little bit too long. We'll take the side change here at 8-6. Just a 2-point separation between these two teams. One, the current #1. That would be Austin. Miami, the new partnership for this year for 2026 with an eye towards an Olympic berth. But before that, a couple of league titles. Will Austin remain #1 this season, or will Miami be the team that steps into the spotlight and features? We'll see as set 1 continues.
AVP League on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com.
In America during winter is heating up with volleyball action here as your summer gets underway. We are in week 3 of the Progressive AVP League season. Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin coming back out on the sand. Miami Mayhem. We've already seen one variation of this exciting feature of Miami.
They bring the jump set to the sand on the women's side of the game. It's the next evolution of this game, and especially when they're in transition, can they expand that offense? This is what makes this team really dangerous. Those transition opportunities, you can see what it does to the opposing block. nobody home because you have to respect the option that could come by way of that jump set.
We'll see what Miami does when they get in transition or serve receive. Kraft to get us started here. They have a 2-point advantage as Miami. They've been serving almost exclusively. Taryn, Brasher, the taller of the two here. 6 receptions to just 1 for Kristen Cruz on the right, Brasher on the left. And again, right to Brasher. Can't quite find the distance as she goes to the back line.
Brasher immediately looks to her partner, says, way to go. That pass gone awry, able to put her 6'4" teammate up and win the battle at the net.
Kraft with a good change of direction. We talked to her before last week, and she said, I'm working a lot on my depths and starting points defensively, as that chip shot is going to find the line, and that is the on-2 opportunity Kelly Cheng will take quite often.
So right now it looks like Taryn Brasher is completely disregarding the option play, immediately going the direction of Kraft. Now with that quick score, we'll see if the adjustment comes the way of Brasher. Does she start to have to protect against the option?
That'll be a kill there on the other side for Kristen Cruz. Interesting. Now just second serve for Cruz in reception. Kraft and Cheng have seen kind of a split the two. They've been trying each out if you're on the Austin side. They'll serve again here. Brasher going to the jumper. 9-8 looking for 1 to tie. Playing to 15 here in set number 1. Powerful jump serve out of the sand. Comes Kraft. Boy, just moving through the sand with ease is Cruz. Kraft matching it, but the block is too big.
There's that big block, perfectly timed from Taryn Brasher. Her partner expected more of these in the 2026 AVP League season, and a perfect time for it. Knotted up now at 9.
0.74 blocks per set, 3/4 of a block-ish last year per set. That was kind of middle of the road in league play for a player who could be among the elite. Trying to find the corner, measures it a little too far right.
She was just trying to manage that toss well out in front of her, kind of chasing it to the right side. Not what she's looking for.
They'll be on offense. Where will the target be? A lot of space to the line here to the left of Brasher. And there's the ace right into that spot.
Coach Kevin gets it done, the cross-court ace. Kristen calling Kraft one of the best servers in the world, and specifically with this jump flow, meaning she tosses the ball up with 2 hands, contacts with a flat hand, and this thing just has absolute direction to it. She goes right back to that left sideline.
Yeah, 3rd ace of the season on that one. Here trying to pick it up. Her partner will stab it. And the block is there once again. So 2 blocks already here in their first set of play in 26 for Brasher.
And both of them in moments of transition for the Miami Mayhem. So those come down to the reads and also the scouting report. Look at this, Taryn Brasher immediately acknowledging she wants to take away that crossbody kind of quick shot back to the line. All a part of the scouting report. Great execution from the Aces.
Aces still down 1. Over the top with a stab with the right hand by Cruz. All 4 of these athletes so good at off plays. Brasher leaves
This is an exhausting style of volleyball to have to play when you have elite attackers that have vision like this, and then dig after dig comes about. Watch this pull here from Kelly Cheng. Gets off the net, creates a second chance opportunity, but simply not enough against the power of the Austin Aces.
How do you rate the aggression level of Brasher thus far?
I'd give her an 8, 9 out of 10. This is some of my favorite in terms of her continuing to stay tough, especially in an off moment like that.
Jump set back to Kraft. That was touched on the block, had to go. Kraft once again. Right down the line, using the block, and that is part of her offensive focus this year.
Without question. When we spoke to her, the first thing she mentioned was wanting to attack the block, and she said it's almost counterintuitive for Kraft. There's the jump set. When you have a 6'4" blocker in front of you, all you have to think about is, well, maybe if I get around the edges and I try and shoot the ball. But instead for Kraft, the mentality is sometimes you just got to go straight through it or just off the edge.
She challenges Brasher for a win there, 3 away from perhaps a 1-set-to-none lead. Brasher in rhythm. Kraft can't handle that one. A little too high into the platform. deep court winner. So we're tied at 12, race to 3 at this point, win by 2. We have already seen a couple of sets this year go into the mid-20s. We reset the record a couple of times in terms of longest set in AVP League women's history. Those 2 blocks already big, adding an ace there. Brasher executing the off-season plan.
She goes right at May Kraft, who had aced her previously. Each showing their best serves. This time, beautiful toss, hand contact on point, and that ball is just running away from May Kraft. The top spin, the side spin, just not enough platform there.
I have got an opportunity for, let's say, 5 or 6 people who might want to come down here on the court pretty soon and serve a couple balls. Maybe a chance
So the Austin Aces
I need 5 or 6 people.
knew they had a challenge here coming into match number 1. They have Miami and Dallas in focus this week. They'll face Dallas tomorrow as action continues. You see the ball flying there. There are warm-ups going on. Palm Beach and Dallas both out on the sand in between timeouts here trying to get ready. If you're on the Miami side right now, take me in. You're coaching the pair. You got the right colors on. What should you say to help them get through this next side out?
It all starts with that first contact, especially after you just got ace. So I would be a little weary of that sideline. Also, they've been attacking the middle, so great communication on who has that responsibility on the first contact, and then just knowing that this could come down to an extended rally with Cruz constantly just patrolling some of those angles. The ball could very likely be coming back the opposite direction of the Miami Mayhem. I want them to stay aggressive. You've seen a couple big blocks from Brasher, especially late in this first set, but I do not want them to necessarily shy away to some shot selection.
So an ace from Taryn Brasher as they talk about the strategy here on the Aces side. It went to the right-hand side of Kraft.
And a great opportunity with Brasher running up from the service line.
On 2.
Can they get her to move even?
Okay.
Can you shift her? Right now she's coming middle.
A chip the other way is just out again. Interesting strategy out of the timeout to go line to line.
They were trying to box in Kelly Cheng so you didn't have to deal with the option.
Well, sure like that first serve effort in that turn. Miami gets the side out and they will miss that one. So it'll be set point here for Austin, a gift given by the home side.
It is set point 14-13 Austin.
Cruz has gone both into the short angle and the deep angle from this position.
Nobody up and the put away. Jump set works. We'll go extra time.
I love their confidence in it. Even at a set point opportunity, jump set, you pull Brasher. Now she has to respect the option play because Kelly Cheng had already been successful on it.
Yeah, Brasher kind of stuck in the DMZ there, not a lot to do. So now it's Kelly Cheng who's backed all the way up to the edges of our sandbox. Brasher, good slide move. She'll go to the right and win another one.
Back to that traditional offense.
What do you want her to do right now?
I want her to attack right back to that sideline of May Kraft.
Okay. Kraft on the left-hand side of your screen there. They do just that. The on-two, dug up. A little too far. Reset. Chop shot. Good. And the first set is over.
Get after it from the service line and trust the defense behind you. Exactly what Taryn Brasher and Kristen Cruz able to do on set point.
It took a little bit of extra if you're the Austin Aces, but you got the result you wanted in your first appearance of the season, 16-14. Taryn Brasher stayed aggressive from the line at the end and at the net as well. They come out with the victory. Much to talk about as Austin will face Miami in a second set. 7-1 last year. Undefeated, the goal. Could it be sets too? Well, that would be wild, wouldn't it? More from Miami when we return.
you hit. Those are all, they look like Miami Mayhem sweatshirts and long sleeves. I love it. If you hit it, you get it. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. On your cue. You go for it, lady in red. You go for it, lady in red. Yes. Oh, a solid serve, though. Yes. Next. Next, everybody. Yes, I believe you. Oh, I like that form, though. We keep going down the line. If we go quick enough, we might have time for another serve. We might have time to go 2 serves each. Here we go. Yes, go. Good serve, though. Here we go. Next up. It hit the net. Doesn't have 5 here. It hit the net. Thank you, young man. Oh my God, so close. Who hasn't gotten that? One more lady and Melvin. One more lady and Melvin. Yes! I got it. Let's go, Melvin. 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 Bring it out. Oh my goodness. Should we give it to him anyway? All right, everybody come over here. You all get one. Everybody come over here. Come over and grab your sweaters. You're all going to get one. Yes, ladies. Yes, ladies. And Melvin, give me another jump serve just for fun. Because why not? Make it happen, Melvin. 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 Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Come on. Give it up for our contestants, everybody. Ladies, come on over here. Ladies and Melvin. Fantastic job. We might be one sweatshirt short, so Melvin, let the ladies get it, and I'll find another one for you. I'll find another one for you, Melvin.
Welcome back to Miami. Now, this weekend is so much bigger than volleyball for Kristen Cruz, as she is currently playing to honor the life of Bexley Rose Heiler, a member of the LSU volleyball family lost simply far too soon. Bexley, just 10 years old, was an avid sports player, especially softball, even taking on the nickname Coach Bex. Kristen shared with me that this week that if you asked anyone about Bexley, they would tell you that she was selfless and someone that you simply wanted to be around. This weekend, Kristen is wearing a Bex Strong bracelet to honor Bexley and asked that if you also felt so inclined to support the coming Bexley Rose Foundation. Again, just so much bigger than volleyball for Kristen Cruz.
So many things in life are bigger, and occasionally life touches us inside of sport, and these athletes on the Austin side also aware of their role as athletes and how they can impact their community last year and others' lives this year. Set 2 underway with a swing from Miami. They are down a very interesting first set. The targets have been Megan Kraft and Taryn Brasher. However, you think about switching to maybe Kristen Cruz right there on your screen now, or Kelly Cheng. Don't do it. They're both perfect in offensive attacks when they are served.
Just
and that
like
continues.
That. Good call, Kevin.
Kristen now 3 for 3. So if you're looking for a solution, as both teams performed fairly well offensively, I would not pick the other partner.
Yeah, that's what's interesting, right? Sometimes you want to shift the dynamic because maybe you took the loss in the first set. However, you already went to an extended play in the first, so stick with that mentality. See if you can just execute those 1 to 2 points more in the second.
Brasher can't get there in time with the jump serve, and the on-2 game starting to be a factor for Miami. We know that's going to be part of this brand.
And I love the lift there off of Megan Kraft's platform. It was purposeful. A little extra height added. Allows for that creation, a full jump, a full swing for Kelly Cheng.
Miami without a block in that first set. 2 for Austin. See if they can pick one up here. Not yet. Here's a dig and an opportunity to score. Got it right down the middle. Kraft with the winner.
What's so fun about watching these two defenders go head-to-head is just their varying styles and their statures, right? Like, this is a chess match for that of Meg Kraft. Because she is a taller defender, 6 foot, she really has to put herself in a strong position. Maybe she doesn't have that same explosive first that Kristen Cruz has. However, she will try and bait and switch constantly. Kristen Cruz dealing with an ace the opposite direction. She's going to be more that read and react type of defender. She'll sit in the pocket and be a little bit more of a traditional stance.
Yeah. Talk about a tall defender. That is on a worldwide scale for Meg Kraft at 6 foot tall. The shortest defender, and that is on a worldwide scale as well at 5'6". Kristen Cruz sees service once again. She tucks into her partner. A little bit back to the outside. Cannot find the range. Kraft with another dig. Well off. Laces at a retreating Brasher. And Miami's on a run. Is it timeout time for Austin? The answer is yes. You only get one timeout in these sets, and it's going to be burned early for the women in orange.
What's interesting, you mentioned it, they've gone the direction of Kristen Cruz, but I feel like she maybe hasn't been put in the best positions on the attacking phase. So the passing is somewhat there, but some of those sets maybe not exactly where they need to be for her to be completely in rhythm. And again, that's what happens sometimes when you switch. You're not even betting on the person that's having to pass and attack. You're trying to test that of the opposing hands and the setter on the opposite side.
All right, we're taking a look at the upcoming schedule. Next week, the Progressive AVP League heads to Las Vegas for week number 4. Cam and I will be with you there. Then a couple of weeks' time, we'll be in Los Angeles. That'll be down at the Olympic site down in Long Beach. Then we have the beautiful New York events, which were such a joy last season. The crowd at Central Park hanging in to late night volleyball. We're expecting to see you folks once again, and the picturesque, gorgeous sunsets and atmosphere of East Hampton, New York, followed by Dallas, and then we'll head to Chicago. That city loves this game. That'll be the championships over Labor Day weekend. Make plans to join us. Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin here. Set 2 of our first match. A couple of them on tap here for you. Palm Beach and Dallas coming up next. Same offensive pattern there for Austin, and just out of reach. That's a winner.
But that's a great set location for Kristen Cruz, and beautifully done by Taryn Brasher. Just perfectly in rhythm, plenty of space, recognizing that delay, kind of slow pull off the net from Kelly Cheng. When you're 5'6", the set becomes so much more important because you have to be able to have the vision to look to the other side.
Out of the timeout, a good side out. Oh, that ball gapped. What happened there for Kelly Cheng?
Complete indecision.
Okay.
I don't never seen her do something like that. She winces. You can see it, the expression on her face. This isn't just like a double contact. She was thinking, do I go over? I see open space, or do I actually set my partner?
Missed service. Miami continues to control this second set. Aces with the deuce victory in the first. Look at digs and kills, so even. That's what you expect out of the top 2 women's teams. Big move by Cheng. Little show and take, has Kraft on the offensive and scoring again.
And that's that defensive system coming to life. This is a new duo that also has new coaches, right? 2 coaches now working symbiotically and trying to form their defensive system. And a big part of this is Plachek. Mike Plachek, he's worked with Kraft previously, and you can see how she just kind of shifts into that line based off their blocking call.
Yeah, the other one is Jordan Cheng, longtime coach for Kelly Cheng. They have collaborated for this season as that ball caterpillars across and then finds Miami sand.
From Kristen Cruz, slicing and dicing along the net, 4-7. A replay, big board.
Wonder if Kristen Cruz got this shot from her travel coach, Audrey. That'd be her mom.
She might be the best follow on social media now.
The adventures of Audrey as she followed her daughter over to Europe to play and had to serve as a practice player. That ball gets inside the block. Cheng on 2 continues to be a success, but for Kristen Cruz, having mom there, so it was great. Mom's amazing. And you asked her to rate her as a volleyball player, warm up.
I think maybe it was a 6.
It was a 5.
Oh,
Yeah, you tried to give mom a little extra. It just wasn't there, but her daughter is, as they try to have a comeback here in set number 2. They already lead 1-0. Do the aces. They are -4 for the moment at the side change. Home side going on 2 and finding points on the board.
So up on the big board there, Minton, with the QR code is up there, where you can scan the QR code, take a selfie, and you might see yourself up on the big board. I think we might put the live selfie cam up there pretty soon as well. Yeah, scan that QR code up on the big board. We want to see you here inside Sephora, here in the Unrivaled Arena, here at the AVP League. Scan that QR code to go live with our live selfie cam. And if I see you selfie camming, and I find where you are in the arena, I might just give you a mini ball. Maybe. I'll think about it. Selfies in about 10 seconds. I'm just going to start throwing out mini balls.
Oh, wow.
I see them trying. Now I'm going to give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. I'm just going to start throwing them out. Here we go. Yep. Did you already get one? You got a sweatshirt. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. I don't know. You might get one at some point. Yes, very nice. To the volunteer, absolutely.
Don't miss an Athletes Unlimited Softball League showdown as the Portland Cascade take on the Utah Talons. That's tomorrow 4 Eastern right here on CBS Sports Network. Oh man, you couldn't find a better American city to visit almost any time of the year. Get your parasail on, get your beach tan going. And right now you have the opportunity to enjoy a couple of the best women's volleyball player pairs on the planet. The comeback will need to be on the Austin Aces side right now as Miami has found some smiles and some momentum, Cameron.
And it really started at the early phase of this second set, right? They kind of switched their direction in terms of the side-out pressure, moving towards that of Kristen, Cruz, challenging the set of Taryn, Brasher, and getting them out of system just enough to make some big defensive plays. Now the question is, are they going to be able to hang on? Because Brasher and Cruz have been able to tighten up some of those ball control issues on their side-out game.
Crowd enjoying our first of 2 on the women's side. Take a look at our set 2 stats. Right now, Cheng and Kraft are 6 of 6. Batting 1,000. With Cheng at the service line. Leaving no margin for Austin to take advantage. That paintbrush will go down. Boy, if you could train that, you could be devastating.
The only thing you can do after that is simply laugh. That is not a purposeful play whatsoever from Taryn Brasher. She apologizes to the other side of the net saying, hey, my bad, that was not what I was looking for.
Never apologize for greatness, okay, Cam? Cheng scoops too close to the net. Brasher will take advantage. Interestingly, both teams here kind of switched to that other partner in terms of service here in set number 2.
I love the pounds here though from Taryn Brasher. There's no questions after this one. Pass gone completely up to the net on the over.
See if they go after Cheng again. That would be line to line here, straight ahead for Cruz. Instead, it's almost a poach from Kraft, who then goes cross court. Now, we saw this last week. We saw the way they spread the net in their offense.
Yeah, really attacking from the exterior there on the right side. I was trying to pay attention to Brasher's footwork, though, because now she's kind of half jumping. You see it there. The pump fake against the option, 2 quick steps. She's having to move and transition so quickly laterally to cover that pin.
I feel like that from Kraft is going to be something that makes a scouting report as we move forward in this league season. She loves that cross court when she spread out there. She sat in the pocket and took one up high.
And that's what Cruz has been working on, a little extra velocity on that arm swing. Alongside her coach, Drew Hamilton, they've actually been working on some extra extension, some flexibility, mobility, trying to get that extra 1% in her arm swing. A little more pop on that 5'6" frame.
Yeah, so a lot of physicality focus here for Austin as they try and level up on both positions. That one down just in front.
But that's the difference of playing outdoors to indoors. That swing right there, because she has that extra little jump, those few inches with the shallow sand, this trajectory is more straight down. You can see how Kristen Cruz put herself in a decent position, but it's that extra step forward.
Lead in service, Miami going deep corner. And a retreating Cheng was unsure where to go.
Not a bad move, though, from Cheng. She might have pulled just a hair too early, and Brasher saw her. However, she started to work into that same angle.
Austin can't just trade side outs. They're going to need some points. 2 blocks in the first for Brasher. Can she pick up another? Won't need to try here. Instead, it's score on offense. Not yet. Opportunity 2. Got it right on the line.
Cheng trying to take that away. She actually kind of moved to her right, shifted at the bottom of her block, jumped in an attempt to bait. Watch this move right here, right at the bottom. Shifts to her right, jumps back to her left, but can't force the error.
What was 8-4 at the side switch has now become 10-9. Looking for the tie and a race to 5. This time they find Cheng, who goes right, looks down, hits it right to Cruz, who did score that one, or didn't? She did. Oh, that was close.
You'd say you need some magic on that to create the spin needed to get over the length of the net, but just like that, Brasher and Cruz. Kelly Cheng kind of actually stealing that middle ball just enough. She wanted to find that side out. But there's the simple attack of the Austin Aces.
Aces getting just what they wanted, a 3-0 run to force the Miami timeout. So both teams have taken their timeout now. Austin's first came at 5-1 as they trailed and kept that to the 8-4 side switch. All the sides not playing much of a role here inside Sephora Arena, everything even. So here in set number 2, on the charge are the Austin Aces. Gives us a chance to look at our progressive stat pack. Taryn Brasher, a lot of pressure placed on her in this match.
But she's come up clutch. The 12 kills, the 1 error is what truly stands out. She's also added a few of those blocks. Those were in set 1. It may be time for her to start turning. This would be the optimal moment for Brasher to really have a bigger effect up at the net.
Yeah, Brasher's hitting .667 here in the second frame. She's 4 for 6 without a misfire, no errors. And her side is right back to it. So we will play it a 5 or maybe further as we did in the first set, 16-14 Austin. On the sand, hitting a few balls in the timeout, much to the crowd's delight. Dallas and Palm Beach, who are coming up next. That's going to be an intriguing matchup, a new one. Melissa Humana-Paredes, Brandy Wilkerson, the Olympic silver medalist and undefeated team last week, taking on Kylie DeBerg and Betsy Flint, a new pairing for this 3rd season.
Cruz going right back to serving from the right side. This puts the pressure on the cross-court side-out player, but instead it's Cheng that has to be able to move and play this ball.
They've been trying to work line center. There's a right hand just above the sand. Miami, better chance here. Push to the outside. Roll to the line. Some variation on that play by Kraft.
I just love watching the expressions of Taryn Brasher. She comes down. She felt like she was lined up in the right spot, especially on this one where she had to have the full extension from the right side of the court to the left. Thought she had the right alignment and just over the top. It's got to be so frustrating as a blocker when they're just chipping and shooting right around you.
Miami breaks the run. Looking to the edge. Had an ace there earlier in the match. Instead, it's a dig. Was it touch? No. Here comes the set. With enough power to win.
That's a big dig right there from Kraft, just sitting in the middle of the court. Great absorption, drops that platform into her lap, keeps the ball on her side. That's a big opportunity.
12-10, right back. Cheng and Kraft on top. Worked to Brasher's right last time. Same spot. That one touched on the block. It'll have to go. Cheng settles her feet and finds the back line.
Kraft simply locked in. That's a great block touch. The redirect back to Kraft. And look at this. The platform extends, drops the shoulder to the interior, pulls that ball all the way back up to the net. A perfect set.
It was 3-0 to that 10-10 timeout called by Miami. No timeout available for us, and as they now have given up 3 in a row. We'll have to do it in live play. There's one right through Kelly Cheng. Keep the visor down, stays at the net. Oh, that one high heat once again. That is 2 facials in one rally. If Kraft had a visor on, that would have been gone as well.
Wearing the visor indoors, sometimes you just, you gotta have those comfort blankets. I like it.
See some clear lenses sometimes from people.
Love that play though. Brasher backing off the net using the heel of her hand. Fantastic dig, pulling off.
That's some high heat issued again. Austin needs a couple. Jumpers on the line, there's one.
Cruz throwing up the A for her partner. Different contact point. This time she catches the ball out in front of her, so you see the more linear trajectory versus some of those have been going kind of high, deep, and rounded into the depth of the court.
He's got one. Back to the same well. Bad toss. Chipped it to the line, made something of it. Long run for Kraft. That ball is good. Kraft on her horse. Cheng as well, but this is a miss, and we're tied again at 13.
I love the aggressive play, though, even though the Miami Mayhem not able to pick up that point in transition. I mean, it is simply chaos. Trying to find that breath in the middle. Great set. And a nice move by Kristen Cruz getting out of the way.
Exactly where we were in set number 1, tied at 13. We went overtime in the first frame. Jump serve just out of bounds. No good side, bad side, no wind to lean it into. And it will put Cheng and Kraft to a set point. Laying off that one by just a couple of inches. Cheng, set hanging in the balance. She goes jump serve down the middle. And that cut shot cannot be done better.
Only Kristen Cruz will leave you looking. Both defenders pulling back to the depth of the court. The infamous cut.
All right, here's the point at which Austin scored 2 in the first to take the victory. Cheng. Block! There's one. First block of the second set for Brasher.
Brasher and Cruz trying to figure out who gets the point on that one. Brasher wanted the service pressure, but instead it's all about the jump and finish.
From a set point, we go to a match point. Short.
Brasher and Cruz were actually practicing that exact serve in warm-ups. Sitting on the back line, seeing who could get closest over the top of the net, still on the opposite side.
So Cheng and Kraft fighting to stay in this match. Looking for one to get the ad. Brasher off Cheng to the sand. That's a Miami point. Set point number 2 for Miami coming up off that monster block.
So tough right here for Brasher. She can't see the block in front because the ball is coming from behind her head. Tries to stay aggressive, but what a block. Perfect timing from Cheng.
Miami for the set. Tough serve down the line. Way off the net. Kraft has the dig. Cheng with the reset for the set. Not yet. That ball was long, played anyway. Can Kraft get there? Both defenders reading expertly. Chip! Jumbo to the corner for the win.
Absolutely nutty. Remarkable setting in transition. Shot after shot dug up by these elite defenders. What a point.
They would have been sucking air at 8,000 feet last week. Here at sea level, the sprinting's a little bit easier. There is nothing easy about this match. Two top American women's teams doing battle. Third and decisive set is on the way. Here in Miami, Operation Smile presents the biggest smiles of the day. And maybe that was while you were watching the Dizzy Bat competition. I have a hard time smiling during that, Cam.
Taking a few L's in that competition, Kev.
Yeah, most definitely. Nobody taking an L when Operation Smile is in on the mix, though. They're changing lives across the globe, helping with those who have a cleft palate, helping them through their difficult time. So here is a difficult time into the third set. We've had two deuce frames, 16-14 and 17-15, going either way. And we arrive in the third. Does anybody have an advantage here, momentum-wise?
I would say it's currently on the side of the Miami Mayhem, especially just after that last rally. But in all honesty, both teams playing at an impressive clip. Defenders starting to make plays, blockers starting to get even more touches. I think this third set could come down to who can win those long extended rallies.
That was a long extended rally to finish our second set. Winner in that with a jumbo to the corner was Cheng, who gets underneath this one. That's gonna be tight to the net, pulled out and put on the back line. What a shot.
She just jumboed the jumbo queen.
Can't jumbo a jumbo. Triple stamp, a double stamp.
Kristen Cruz has one of the best jumbos in the world. You get one on her, I think you get 2 points.
Cam, you're gonna have to check with the official scores on that. Little jump float there. Lots of different variety in service. Kraft with the dig, way off the net. Gets it anyway.
It's a nice swing, especially on somewhat of a troublesome set, right? They want to give space because of the block of Taryn Brasher. She's pulling off here, but I love just deep swing into the middle of the court. One of the toughest balls to have to defend.
So Kraft stays at the line. They got off to a quick start in the second set. It was 5-1 and a timeout Austin. They erased that by 10-10. Here it might be much the same for Miami. Kraft will again be on offense, or will she? No, her partner takes it again, and they are measuring the end line.
The second over the top of the down defense. Look back at this one. We talked about a blocker starting to get a feel for this match. You saw it late in set 2 from Brasher and, of course, with Kelly Cheng. Here's another look. Pokes over the top of the block as well as defense. She's got 2 in set number 3.
Yeah, a quick start once again. They led 3-1. They would extend it to 5-1. In set 2, that roll shot will paint a different picture here in set 3. Both teams hit 375 in that second set. And both sides kind of worked on each player in service reception. We saw a focus from both sides, kind of 2-on-1 volleyball in the first. Here, both teams maybe going with the flow of the game. As Brasher punches that one through the net for a point.
Correct adjective there, as in punches. Plenty of power. This ball actually hits on their side of the net, but with enough force, gets a little extra topspin, that trickle, pulling it over.
Third ace for Brasher overall. She's had 1 in each of the previous 2 sets. That one not close to getting over the top. So 4-3. This could be a preview of the next couple of years of top play from the USA women. On 2, just wide. Oh, the contact sounded good.
Yeah, when you think about LA 2028, and especially on the American and on the women's side, these are 2 of the teams that stand out without question in terms of what they could be in the future. Just such high ceilings.
How about the level on the women's side in AVP League play this year, as Cheng kind of pauses on that one. At these 2 teams here. We're going to see Palm Beach Passion coming up next. Olympic silver medalists, undefeated in week number 1. The level that has come up in 3 seasons on the Progressive AVP League is outstanding. Short serve. Cheng to the middle. She'll put it right through both players, and that's another point on the board for Miami.
Not a ton of angle to work there for Kelly Cheng, attacking more out of the middle. That shortens the angle, so That is a very finite swing.
Kraft did damage last time. Again, hybrid, a little bit of topspin on a float toss, and that time Brasher easily over to her left.
I love it though. She's actually attacking yet again, this time a little bit more out of the middle. You saw the cut the last time she was in that exact same position. So she pairs this back the opposite direction. Look at, they even play, they double up into that same shot that she had previously hit, opening up the shot back to the line.
So Brasher back to the line again. She'll stay with the jumper, getting a few more errors here, but also putting some pressure on Miami. Long set is short. Cruz with the opportunity. Yes, that'll do. How does she put it on the cable so many times?
Looks like a tightrope walker for Kristen Nuss, just trickling across the length of the net.
The Walenda?
Correct.
The Walenda cut from Kristen Cruz. That'll keep Brasher here, tied at 6. Another tough one. Crowd loves it. Brasher, check, look, score.
Miami right now has to figure something out. Those last two looked like pieces of indecision, whether it's on the attack, the type of offense they want to run. Even that first ball off of Kraft's platform on the previous play kind of shoved the play too far to the left. They're not sure if they want to run the option, but right now they're just giving too many opportunities aside of Austin.
You might wonder what allows a 5'6" athlete to compete within the trees. Kristen Cruz, look at that, 13 kills, 20 digs. I've always been so impressed with her mechanics, particularly her jump mechanics. Setting her feet, maximizing wherever she is. Kraft maximizing that play and showing she can go on too.
And the level of difficulty on that play cannot go unnoticed. To be able to attack as a right-handed attacker on the right side on the option, just so difficult. It all starts with that pass. And look, there's the communication they need, really talking about what they want to do defensively here against Austin.
Deep service. Short shot. Kraft is there. Again, another big swing and another point. Heading to the side switch, up 8-7.
Massive play for the Miami Mayhem, being able to get Kristen Cruz off the net, no block in front. They get them out of system, able to pull back off. You see Jordan Cheng on the switchover, giving those little nuggets that they need.
Team switch sides. Crowd settles in for the final half set of this one. Another double-double performance that'll go in the books. 14 kills, 19 digs so far on the Miami side. That one right down the sideline and put away. There's only one player on the sand who can't option all the time. That's Kristen Cruz. And she delivered it there for Brasher. Where do you go at 8-8? Cheng is the choice. Kraft stretches out and puts another one away.
Just masterful. Strong lift, aggressive. Watch the eyes here too. Kraft able to drop them and see the defense shifting in front of her.
What do you do if you're Taryn Brasher right now?
I think you have to. Yeah, I think you have to be able to pay. You have to focus on that option play. Get a hand on it, and or just simply take something away, as there is a bit more force.
Pop.
Pop is correct. Take something away. Trust your defender, Kevin.
Okay. She'll have to get the net quickly here.
See if you can get Kelly Cheng to have to take an extra step backwards on this reception.
That one's deep. Oh man, yes, in. I thought it was in, initially called out. Cameron, you were pointing at the sand. Point Austin. Another ace for Brasher. That's her 4th.
This is why you want topspin on the ball. That topspin drives the ball down as that line bounces.
Our intrepid crew here in Miami getting an excellent shot of that with that line going up and down. You called for it, that deep serve. That was exactly what you got out of Taryn Brasher there. Her pre-serve routine. Topspin deep once again. Long distance set. Cross court, jump in this time from Taryn.
It's all Taryn Brasher right now. Running up to the net after the tough serve, gets them off the net. The recognition as she runs the net, is it going to be an option or not? And what can I take away?
Brasher, 16 kills, hitting .371, 4 aces, 4 walks. Welcome to 2026.
Her partner called it. Kristen saying she's going to be even more of a monster in 2026. She's not wrong with a stat line like that.
Absolutely gaudy indeed here as we have a timeout now on the sand. Jordan Cheng settling in with Miami. We will come out on top. 2 overtime sets. First to Austin, 16-14. Miami then fought off match point opportunity, would come back and win 17-15. So you see a contrast in blocking.
Yeah, that's a really cool number. For those new to the game of beach volleyball, you have stuff blocks. That's where Taryn Brasher has 4. Then you see the control blocks. That means that the blocker is able to get a contact off of it, whether it's a redirect, sends it back, and it's dug back out, but still impactful in the sense that you're getting the hand on the ball and trying to change the defensive scheme.
Crowd enjoying Mark Sherman in Stadium. Come and join us. We'll be in Las Vegas next week. Then July will hit. We'll be in Los Angeles and New York. You can find us in Dallas or in Chicago come August. Your summer could include some defensive gems. Look at that. Double doubles for both players and over 20 digs now.
Make Kraft putting her name in the hat. She wants to be the defender of the year.
Number 2 defender in terms of digs per set in the last 2 seasons, just over 4 digs. Kristen Cruz, over 6 digs. Almost a complete 2 points between her and the rest of the field on the Kristen Cruz side. She could use a couple more here. Her partner has been on a tear. Brasher leans into the jumper and cannot get the on-2 chance, although she was there. It's 11-10.
Precision passing has been in full effect on both sides of the net in set number 3.
Cheng, jump flow. They're back to working on Brasher. Can't stop her there. They can side their way out, can Austin here, because they don't give one up. Cheng, middle of the court, finds the winner.
From one thump to another. But that's that slight shift that gets rid of the option. You saw the shoulders of Kelly Cheng kind of drift backwards. That's what you want to be able to do from the service line.
Cheng at the net, waiting. She'll face Brasher, who's well off the tape. Cheng with the touch. This will have to go over, it cannot. Austin 2 side outs away if they don't score a point here from victory in their first appearance in the 2026 AVP League. Mayhem trying to get to 2-1. They went 1-1 on their first weekend. Lost to Palm Beach in 3, defeated New York in 3. They're playing maximum volleyball, are the Miami Mayhem. Brasher, devastating last time. Can she close it? Nearly did there. Oh, how about that? A magical cut shot from Meg Kraft.
That is simply remarkable. Not just the 3rd contact, but the 2nd. Kelly Cheng from her knees, can't see her partner, and just throws up a prayer of a set.
Saving the set for Miami.
Look at this turn. No idea where partner is. Gets a hittable ball to her and just slice it.
Volleyball is an imperfect game. How do you behave when things are not going your way? And that can be inside of a point, not just a match. Cheng, Miami in need of 1. To the corner, excellently done by Kristen Cruz, and the Austin Aces are going to match point number 2, first of this set.
She's been serving from that right corner.
For the match. Cheng v. Brasher. Yes, got it. They'll need one right here.
You think back to Kelly Cheng, even at the time Kelly Clays from her college days, she wants the big rip into the angle when it matters most. I love she just walks away with one.
Match point number 3 for Austin. Kraft goes to the left. Work into the corner. Got the chance. Can she convert? Did she get some hands? Yes, she did.
She talked about attacking the block. What a time to do it. One of the riskiest moments, and just clips it.
14 all. All 3 sets overtime. Brasher got it, pulled it back to the line.
Just nasty. Brasher goes up, sees the block, right back to the line. There's just not enough court, or not enough athlete to be able to defend that much court.
Is this a preview of a final in Chicago? The one time they'll meet in the regular season is going to go the distance and some. 4th match point for Austin. Through the tape, scooped up and ripped. Red hair flying. A winner from Cheng.
A timeout just called a few points ago. You saw a couple platforms get a little bit shaky. Those have now solidified right back.
Cheng looking for the ad. They've been working on Brasher. Kraft under it. Cheng up, but Brasher has the winner. Boy, Austin is holding steady here. Match point number 5. 4th in this set. They had a chance in the second.
They've been going at Cheng down that line.
To the middle. To Cheng. Dig for the win. Got it, cross court. Aces with the victory.
A remarkable dig from Kristen Cruz.
Now time for the Beach Juice juiced up moment, and it has to come on the winning play here from Kristen Cruz. Dig to convert. She'll cut you.
She knew the angle was coming her direction, but even more, did she take away that seam? Beautifully done from Kristen Cruz and Taryn Brasher.
3 overtime sets. Aces 16-14, Mayhem 17-15. Aces back the other way. And it's 2-1 when we return to Miami.
And we are going to get right into it, everybody. It is time to meet the athletes for our next matchup.